There is no Catholic that is fake. All Catholics are equal. Both the Romans and the independent Catholics and the old Catholics, all are validated.
Yeah, my people, I'm here with Bishop and the Reverend Father from Old Roman Catholic Church. So before we continue, they will introduce themselves.
God bless you, viewers. This is His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. Kenneth Chukwuemeka Apostle Sohamonye, MOSPP, Philippine, Nigeria, Enugu here. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, I myself, I am Right Reverend Musaino Mary Oka Obas. I am one of also a member of MMSSPP, Old Man Catholic Church here in Nigeria, Nigerian province.
Old Roman Catholic Church, is it different from Roman Catholic Church? Because everybody knows say one Roman Catholic Church where we have, but on our own be Old Roman Catholic Church. So what is different between Roman Catholic Church and Old Roman Catholic Church? Please, can you tell us the difference, please?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Let me start from the proper explanation. In a Catholic Church, we have different rites. We have up to 24 rites with other denominational under the rites. But and also in Roman Catholic Church, we have Vatican I and Vatican II. And we happen to come from Vatican I, which is we're all Roman Catholic Church, which fall from Vatican I. So there's no different much on it. You're just the other one you see is Vatican II. While we are Vatican I, we're operating as old Roman Catholic Church, known all over the whole world. Thank you. God bless you.
Um, 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 Still in the existing protocol, as the bishop, by the special grace of God, was consecrated 3 years ago. This is my third year. 3 years ago, 24 June 2023. And I want to like to use this medium to speak to Catholics and non-Catholics and the world to hear us very clear. And I will want to first of all to thank the man who has come to interview us today and grant us this great interview, because there is a very big confusion, and the people are confused because in the Catholic Church there are catechisms that is supposed that by now to be given to the people, but has not been given to them. So today in the Catholic Church, we have 24 rites, 24 rites in the Catholic Church, and not all Catholics are Roman Catholics. Not all Catholics are Roman Catholics. I want you to put this, have this in mind. Not all Catholics are Roman Catholics, but by the special grace of God, we are members of the old Roman Catholic Church, Uterine Succession. We actually, some people call us Vatican I Council of the Catholic Church. Recently, you hear the Pope addressing the Vatican II Council meeting that was held on the 7th of January. So by the special grace of God, we old Roman Catholic Church. We are Missionary Society of St. Peter and Paul. We have a community house in Philippines. We have another community house in Enugu State at Apapanike, precisely, where we have Divine Mercy Pro Cathedral in progress. So by the special grace of God, I will want to address the audience and Catholics to understand this, that the Catholic Church has 24 rights, 24 rights, which the Roman Catholic Church is one out of the 24 rights. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, Your Excellency, please, because according to the information, the old Roman Catholic Church, the Reverend Father, where they that place, some of them they Mali, some know the Mali. Is it true?
Yes, in the old Roman Catholic Church, Uterine Succession, in the old Roman Catholic Church is likewise an independent Catholic Church. We have celibate and non-celibates. Like today, by the special grace of God, I'm a celibate. I am not going to marry, neither will I have any child here on earth. I have doing my first vow in Onitsha Diocese some years ago when I worked in Onitsha Diocese as a brother. I took a vow on sometime April 10th. When we say we give ourselves wholeheartedly to God and to the mother church. So, and when you say we give ourselves wholeheartedly, does not mean that those who married or celibacy does not mean that those who married are not celibates. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Celibacy does not mean that those who married are not celibate. I understand celibacy that a man that has a wife is still a celibate. A man that has a wife and maintain what we call fidelity in marriage is a celibate. So I myself am a celibate based on the church this so I'm a celibate and my sign here is a celibate. Then in our congregation we still have some priests who are married.
Wonderful.
Yes. We have married priests. That you are a married priest does not deprive you the validity of being a priest.
We want to know this old Roman Catholic Church. We want to know the time where the church started to exist.
Masina, you want to say something?
Okay, let me.
You are free. Yes.
Let me add more
Thank you.
Okay, God bless you, the viewers. Old Roman Catholic Church, as we all know, started as far back as almost 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 a millennium now, more than a millennium now,
Okay.
and it was recognized by the church, not every all over the whole world. It's not something that started yesterday or even today. It has been a long time in existence. So that's what I can explain for now. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
The old Roman Catholic Church started, let me say, is a church that started from the time of Jesus Christ. Just like the Catholic Church in general, and the Roman Catholic Church being the church instituted by Christ Jesus. So the old Roman Catholic Church is as old as the old Roman Catholic Church.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But the Roman Catholic Church
Yes.
and old Roman Catholic Church, are you people working together as one? Like Your Excellency, your Bishop,
Yes.
Reverend Father. So if you go to Roman Catholic Church, maybe you visited them on Sunday, will the Reverend Father recognize you as a priest? You sit with him in the altar. Is it possible?
You are talking about communion.
Yeah, communion.
Communism.
Yeah, like if you attend Roman Catholic Church, like on Sunday, you attend the church. So if you go there, the priest in that Roman Catholic Church will he welcome you as a fellow priest? Because now, for example, if a pastor from Pentecostal church go to Roman Catholic Church, if he go that place like on Sunday, they will not recognize him for him to come to sit in the altar with Reverend Father. Okay. But if you go, will they recognize you as a priest?
Yes. What I will want to say is if we get to understand that Jesus teach us about love.
Yes.
Love one another. That was what Christ taught us, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you look at a communism or love or invitation, it is based on individual. It is based on individual. I'm just coming from the monastery right now. I was welcomed. We have a very big problem in Nigeria, especially in Africa.
Okay, in Nigeria.
Yes. We have a very big problem that we sometimes fight each other.
Are you serious?
And sometimes the church is meant to preach love. And the church is meant to preach love. The church is meant to love one another. Men of God are meant to love one another. But today, should I say we have a problem of stomach infrastructure
in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, precisely. Africa, precisely, but Nigeria, because I was in Uganda. And I discovered that all the rise in the Catholic Church, they are united.
Okay, they are united.
Yes.
Old Roman Catholic Church and Roman Catholic Church.
The old Roman Catholic Church, the Orthodox Catholic, the Independent Catholic. There are so many of them. They are all united. The last one was Manorite. Today they have the same. They use the same parish and the same diocese.
Are you serious?
Yes. So there is unity depending on the priest you met, depending on the bishop of that very diocese. If the bishop accepts you, You can even in the parishes where you work, if a priest comes in, there is something we call tally. You have to really show that you're a priest from the Catholic Church before you join the altar or the mass to celebrate. So you don't just come in without being invited and just go in. So, but we have a problem here, a very big problem here, that we in Nigeria don't love each other. We are meant to preach love, and sometimes we preach love in the altar, but we don't practice them. So, and you see, sometimes you see priests, pastors fighting with their fellow pastors. You see some bishops fighting with bishops. That is not it's not supposed to be. So here in Nigeria, sometimes if you are not invited, if you are invited, you will be welcome. Even in our own altar, if you are coming from maybe Nnewi diocese here and you are not invited, when you come in, you sit where the parishioners are sitting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you know, there is an impersonation in Nigeria today going on, and that impersonation must be addressed. There is an impersonation of impersonating the Catholic Church in general. The Catholic Church is 24 right. I want you to get this. Are you getting this? Very well.
Yes.
There is an impersonation, and that impersonation is the Catholic Church. The name Catholic. There is one group answering Catholic. Why the Catholic Church has 24 rights, that one group is answering Catholic, which is not supposed to be. The name of that group should be RCM, Roman Catholic Mission. So in every signboard of the Catholic Church in Nigeria, what will be written there is the Roman Catholic Mission, Diocese of Enugu, Diocese of Nnewi. That there must be Roman Catholic Mission, RCM. Then because today we are Catholics, but we are bearing old Roman Catholic Church, ORCC. Identity matters a lot in life. Identity. Somebody cannot come out and tell you, I am Ifeanyi. You can't be Ifeanyi. It is either you are Ifeanyi Okafor or you are Ifeanyi Okeke. Today we have the Orthodox Catholics. Today we have the Manorite. Today we have Byzantine Catholics. Today we have many of them. I don't want to measure. The Manorite is the last one. The last one recently by Pope John Paul II and Pope Benedict XVI. Pope Benedict, I think, and Pope Francis. That was the last one. The Manorite, they are all white. Right now, they are situated at Ibadan diocese right now.
Please, where on a headquarter there? Because Roman Catholic Church, we know their headquarter is in the Loom. You old Roman Catholic Church, is it the same Loom? Where on a headquarter there?
Okay. In the old Roman Catholic Church and the Catholic Church in general, it's a universal church.
Okay.
The church is one.
Okay, one.
Yes.
So
the church is one.
All of them is from.
Okay. The church is one, and our brother, our senior brother, the Holiness Pope Francis, Pope Leo, is the popes are actually the head of the Catholic Church in general. Okay. But the Roman Catholic Church will see the Pope as the head of the Roman Catholic Church. No, the Pope is the head of the Catholic Church in general. Okay. And but we personally we have our mother house, and what we have our patriarchs. We have what we call patriarchates. We see the patriarchs like popes. They are just like popes. They are just like Papa Nuncio, representing Pope in different countries. Like today, I'm a bishop. In a very short time, I will be elevated on the Metropolitan See of Africa in youthwise succession of the old Roman Catholic Church here in Nigeria. By the special grace of God, the Pope is our senior brother. Is our senior brother in the Catholic Church, and is the Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, but we see him as our senior brother in general. So we have patriarchs who works like Pope. Like during the time of Alexander, you had the patriarch of Alexander Antioch, Egypt. Are you getting what I'm saying? So we have what we call patriarchates. They are just equal like the Pope. Are you getting what I'm saying? But the Pope is a senior brother among equal.
Okay.
Senior brother among equal. If you can recall, when Pope John Paul II visited a particular country, you will see an Orthodox patriarchate who actually the Pope kissed the ring. Are you getting what I'm saying? This is a senior brother. The Catholic Church is a very big river. It's a very big river.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
Mosina, you want to say
Yes, I
something?
want to add something.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just as His Excellency has already explained, right now we don't have any other leader in the capital except Pope Leo. He is our Pope. We don't have any person except Pope Leo. So in Catholic Church, as he already explained, we have this is a very it's like an
An
very
ocean.
in fact it's very versatile, and in this we have different rights with their validity as a Catholic. Eh? They are all Catholic, but working in different rights. So all Roman Catholic Church have come to stay in Nigeria. Though we are under a congregation known as MSSPP, we are just here in Nigeria, Nigeria as a Nigerian province. Our mother house is in Philippines, but you here we have a mother house here in Nigeria. So Pope Leo is our Pope. We don't have any other person except Pope Leo for now. So
Okay.
he is also our Pope.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. So that means all of you are one.
Exactly.
Roman Catholic Church and the old Roman Catholic Church, all of you are one.
Exactly.
One Pope.
Exactly.
One Pope.
Exactly.
The difference is that old Roman Catholic Church, some Reverend Father, if you want to marry, you go marry.
Yes.
If you don't want to marry, you will stay.
Celibate and uncelibate.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So,
So
they are one.
we need understanding to work together. In Nigeria here, as I said it clearly before now,
Yes.
we have a very big problem of religion. Today, I want this the audience to listen very well, and I thank you and God bless you as you continue to listen to us. In Nigeria today, the biggest problem we have today in Nigeria is religion.
Division.
Religion has bring division in so many families. Religion, the Catholic Church is not exempted. The Catholic Church today, there are crises. The Catholic Church today, like today we have the Capuchins, even still in the Roman Catholic Church. We have the Carmelites, we have the MSP, we have so many of them in the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church today. But as I'm talking to you as a bishop, you will still see the diocesan trying to suppress these religions. So likewise, us, we are members of the old Roman Catholic. I served in Onitsha Diocese as a brother for more than 8 years. So in the Catholic Church, there is no priest or congregation that's not validated.
Are you being accepted by other Roman Catholic priests?
Okay. Thank you very much, the viewers, for this wonderful question. Just as His Excellency has already explained, acceptance and recognition based on individuals and some group of people. Like now, we don't even need any validity from anybody. Our authenticity is from the canon law and magisterium of the church. We don't need anybody to give us any validation. No, like we here we where we are, where we are working, anywhere we go, everybody troop out in mass to welcome us and address us as a priest. Even where I'm working right now, people address me as a priest. They see me very well and they recognize me. If you the other day we had this our Christ the King. Come and see crowd
Where?
at the Enugu here, Ababanike.
Ababanike,
Yes,
yeah.
you come and see crowd everywhere. People know that we are don't mind whatever some propagandas some individuals are just propagating all over against some of us. But what matters is that once you see us, you know that we are pure old Roman Catholic priests. Everybody know that we are priests. Not that some individual from the high discipline profile individuals are just causing confusion, but we are pure, validated. But what causes some problem is jealousness, not anything. What we are suffering here is jealousness. That other priests, maybe other Reverend Father may not like to see because they feel like you are now an opposition. So they can
Okay.
now be instigating their members to begin to talk rubbish against, just like they did to me. But today, God vindicated me, and today I'm a priest, and also
I want to address one, peace. Peace. All Catholics, both the Roman Catholics, the old Catholics, Orthodox, whatever, all Christians in Nigeria, we should live in peace and love. When I, during my ordination as a priest, where I was ordained, I suffered persecution so much. In short, I was tagged fake priest, I was published, I was kidnapped, uh, I was at the sent assassin, and these are things so many priests and suffered, and so many congregations are suffering this. But to God be the glory. After all this persecution, I was elevated after some time as a Messiah. And not too long again, just like what happened to Cardinal Obaleke. Sometimes persecution brings elevation. So during that period in Enugu, I suffered so much, but today the world is celebrating me. By the special grace of God, I'm almost the youngest bishop in my congregation now. And after Messiahship, I was kidnapped after I was consecrated as a bishop. And I was released after some days. So I want to beg all Christians, and I want to beg all Catholics, I want to beg all Catholic bishops, including the Roman Catholic Bishop Conference and the rest of Christians, that love. We should practice love and peace. We preach love, so love should lead. So
Okay.
I pray that God continue to bless you. You want to apply it to our congregation of St. Peter and Paul MSPP Old Roman Catholic Church. We are all over Nigeria. You go to Lagos, you see us at Satellite Town. You see Father Peter, the rest of them at Ikorodu. You see us in Anambra State. You see us in Port Harcourt. You see us every part of Nigeria. Our congregation is there. MOSPP, Missionary Society of St. Peter and Paul. You are interested to apply, you can apply to our website. God bless you, and God bless you. God bless you. Shalom.